Some breaking news going on in St. Louis County right now. We are tracking a police chase. Take a look at your screen. This is a pickup truck. It was on eastbound 44, just got off the 269 exit, going at a very high rate of speed there on a surface road there. We're working to get exactly where this, what road this is. But again, a pickup truck, and we don't know how many people right now are inside this pickup truck.
It looks like at least 2 people were inside this pickup truck. So we saw this vehicle traveling eastbound on Interstate 44, past Six Flags, past Lewis Road, going on the shoulder, driving a bit erratically, and you could see it did just cross the yellow line there, and there is oncoming traffic. We're still working to confirm what started all of this. We've seen police keeping a bit of a distance behind this vehicle, but keep in mind, this is the start of the morning rush hour, so it's definitely a time a lot of people are on the road trying to get to work, and that was of concern when this vehicle was on Interstate 44, but they did take the exit at 269.
And again, this pickup truck traveling now on more surface roads. Don't know if this is, I want to talk to my producers really quick. Do we know what road this is, where he got off?
So we're still working to confirm what road this is, but you can see that driver just barely getting by that other vehicle as he crossed that double yellow line going around that curve. This is a side road just off Interstate 44. And again, this chase starting on Interstate 44. Right now, we understand that this road is back in Franklin County. This chase came into St. Louis County. Now we're heading back out into Franklin County.
It looks like exit 269 might be Antire Road exit.
Okay.
And all of you know that this is one of the very heavy traveled areas, or at least one of those roads to get to Interstate 44. My recommendation right now, if you typically take Antire, if you typically take Lewis, maybe hold off right now as this continues to develop.
Let's reset really quick if you're just joining us. This is a police chase. You might be wondering, where are the police right now? Well, they are staying back in this chase. This all started in Franklin County. They were traveling this pickup truck on eastbound 44, got off at the Antire Road exit. We know Antire Road, more of a surface level street, kind of, as you can see. This is considered more of a rural area, and going really closely to that middle line, almost hitting the traffic there. But this is a road that is in St. Louis County, but it adjoins Jefferson County as well, Antire Road. So we're not sure particularly where the pickup truck is right now, but this has been going on for the last about 10 minutes or so.
This driver now heading west there on Antire Road. We're now in Jefferson County. We're hearing from our producers. This live picture from Skies and 4 up above. It looked like there were at least 2 people inside this vehicle. Police are pursuing this truck. They are keeping a distance. Again, all of this starting in the middle of rush hour on Interstate 44 heading eastbound as so many other people are heading into St. Louis County to start their workday. Looks like the truck is now taking a left turn, so we'll work to find out what road they're on right now there as you see that truck through the woods.
Yeah, we're losing a little bit in the tree line there. We don't know why this pursuit started. We don't know if this person was pulled over and then drove away from police, but our newsroom right now is making phone calls to figure out why this police chase started. But going at really high rates of speed that we've seen, really traveling close to the middle line. You can see swerving all over the road. I guess if there's any good news to this, it is a more rural area right now, but obviously it's still, people are traveling it. But 44, where it was earlier, this car, very busy during the morning commute.
And when it was on Interstate 44, we did see some erratic driving, as we are seeing again here. This driver off on the shoulder, passing cars in all lanes. And as we take this curvy rural road, definitely crossing that center double yellow line, as we have seen oncoming traffic and a couple close calls.
I want to talk to my producers again really quick. Are we getting any new information from inside the newsroom, why this police chase started or where they are right now? Okay, we're not getting any new information yet, but again, we are making those phone calls. We started picking this up 5 minutes ago, if you're just joining us, at 6:44, but this police chase has been going on for the last 10 minutes or so.
So we have
2 people in this pickup truck.
We have learned from St. Louis County that Franklin County had put out a call for this vehicle chase. That's where it all started. Again, this all started on Interstate 44. Looks like we're getting into Jefferson County now. We are in touch with Missouri State Highway Patrol to see what information they can get us. Police are keeping a distance, and we're working to see what all police departments are involved in this pursuit at this early morning.
we've seen this maneuver quite a bit on turns, just crossing over into the other lane, and he's not staying in his lane at all. And I'm saying he, we don't know if it's a he or she, I shouldn't be saying that, but the person here, whoever is driving this car, going very high rates of speed. And Laura's got some new information.
I just checked in with Drew up in the chopper. We still think this is Antire Road, heading south of 44. Still working to confirm what started all of this. All
right, Laura, thank you. But yeah, 2 people, we're told, are inside of this vehicle, this truck, silver truck that you see right there on your screen. It started on eastbound 44. It looks like now they're going into some kind of apartment complex, into a parking lot. We don't know how far back police are. I don't know if our photographer Drew Mitchell can zoom out. Do we know how far back police are?
This is Dolly's Apartments there, just off what we believe is Antire Road. But again, they just did a little loop around there and are now back on that rural road. They took that exit 269 from Interstate 44 where this all started. We've been following this now for about 6 minutes. It was going on for about 5 or so before that. So we're well past 10 minutes that police have been pursuing this vehicle that it looks like 2 people are in. The driver driving a bit erratically, crossing double cross lines, going around curves here on this rural road. This has gotten Franklin County, St. Louis County, and Jefferson County now all involved as we continue to work to find out what started all of this and where this driver might be heading.
And since we've been following it, we've been focused on the truck. We have not seen a zoom out shot. I don't know if our photographer Drew Mitchell in Sky Zoom 4 can zoom out to see where the police are. But now it looks like the truck is slowing down, kind of behind this truck that they're behind. We don't know how far back police are. It looks like he's getting off. Not sure what
he's again pulling off to the side. We saw him do a loop around Dolly Apartments. So looks like there are at least 2 people inside, again back on the road. So very strange situation that we're doing our best to track for you this morning. So again, if you're just now joining us, this driver was on Interstate 44 heading eastbound with the morning commuters heading into St. Louis County. So many people heading to work when this all started. Then took exit 269, what we believe Antire Road, and has continued along that route, just passing a bus there with students, I assume. That giving you some perspective about who all is encountering this driver that police are trying to get stopped.
Okay, and we don't know, or now he's opening the door while driving the car. Don't know if he's trying to make an escape here. Okay, so there he goes. He's running that way. The other person in this, don't know where they're headed, but we're tracking this.
So right now you're seeing the driver. So the person who bailed out the left side, who the camera's on right now, was driving this white truck that we've been following for about 13 minutes now. There was another passenger that looked to be running the different direction. I don't know what that building is. We did just see them pass a school bus. So we're going to try to find out what area this is. Is that a company? Is that a school? We've learned that the truck that they bailed from, that they had been driving and jumped out of, then went off into the ditch. You assume the truck was still in drive or at least neutral when they bailed out of there. So that looks like a library there that they have now been running around.
So yeah, the driver going into, it looks like the wooded area. Now back along the road running, there was another suspect inside that vehicle in the passenger seat, went a different direction. Don't know if this guy is tiring out. Hold on, our producer just telling us something.
We were just seeing the Jefferson County Library there. That was the Northwest branch that man had bailed out of. This is along Highway PP. Another driver perhaps asking, hey, bud, do you need help? Maybe once he found out what was going on, he drove off there. So this is now on Highway PP in Jefferson County. If you're just now joining us, you're taking a live look at Sky Zoom 4. This is the aftermath of what started as a police pursuit. This is the driver who bailed out of a truck that police had been pursuing from Franklin County into St. Louis County. Now we're here in Jefferson County as this man is running through the woods.
Laura Hediger, do you have some information over there, some new information?
I was just trying to talk to Drew up in the chopper, get more information on where exactly they are and where the police are compared to where this gentleman is.
Yeah. Now keep in mind this is one person who was in the truck. So there was another person in that truck. We've been keeping an eye here from Sky Zoom 4 of the driver, but there's also a second person who is now somewhere along Highway PP in Jefferson County.
And we haven't seen, to zoom out shot, as Sky Zoom 4 does zoom out, we haven't seen where police are. We know this is in Jefferson County right now. This is the driver that you're looking at. He was the driver of a pickup truck that was going at a high rate of speed. He got out of that car. So this is the video from earlier on your left-hand side. You can see this is eastbound 44. About 10 minutes ago, he was weaving in and out of traffic, eventually getting off of 44 onto Antire Road and heading into Jefferson County. So on the right-hand side of your screen, the smaller box, that is the current situation. That is a live look from Sky Zoom 4. And you can see the driver in that brown jacket. He's going through the woods. We know he was near one of the Jefferson County Library branches just moments ago. And now he looks like he's walking. We don't know where the other suspect who was in the passenger seat of that pickup truck, we don't know where that person is. We have been keeping our focus on the driver at this point. But it looks like he is up maybe on a bluff of some sorts. There's one of the signs there right by a billboard.
When we zoomed out from Sky Zoom 4, it looked like there was a double lane, maybe interstate. Laura Hediger, can you weigh in?
Highway 30 right at Highway PP, very close to the Northwest School District.
Okay.
We did see him pass a school bus during this pursuit. Keep in mind, this all started during the morning rush hour. So a lot of families heading to drop their kids off at school or heading to work were impacted by this. Again, we are giving you a live picture from Sky Zoom 4. This man who was driving the truck now wandering aimlessly in the woods as police continue to pursue him. Also want to mention there was a second person in the vehicle. I believe it was a second man who ran another direction. So I imagine police are also trying to look at that suspect. The vehicle that they bailed out of rolled into a ditch. You just saw him lay down there in the woods.
We just got some brand new information from our producers. So this all started in Franklin County when the truck of this man was driving hit a deputy's vehicle in Franklin County. That deputy is okay, we're told, but that's where this started. So the truck hit that deputy's car and then it began speeding away, going on Interstate 44 eastbound, as we saw, getting off at Antire Road. And now this is the current situation from Sky Zoom 4. You can see the man wandering in the woods. Laura, you were having your hands up, but do you have more information?
Now that we have that confirmed, we can say that this all started whenever Drew was above that crash we were telling you about in the Pacific area. So this originally came out right around 5:30, 5:35.
All right. And
I'm sorry, 6:30, 6:35.
All right, thanks, Laura. If you are just joining us, we started following this chase on air at about 6:44. So for the last 15 minutes, on the left-hand side of your screen, you can see the beginning stages of when we started following this. This is eastbound Interstate 44, eventually the pickup truck getting off at Antire Road, going through Jefferson County, and then two of the suspects in the vehicle. There's only two. It looks like both of those individuals were men. Both of them getting out of the truck. One of them that we're following now live on your screen, that was the driver getting out and now running aimlessly through the woods. We know this is in Jefferson County.
So we are in touch with Franklin County Sheriff's Department, working to get us more information that we will bring to you as soon as we get it. This live picture from Sky Zoom 4 showing us the driver of that pickup truck now wandering in the woods after bailing out.
I want to talk to our producers again, or if Drew can hear us in the chopper. Do we know where police are right now? Are they on foot pursuing this individual in the woods? Do we know, have they gotten out of their patrol cars?
So it sounds like other officers are on foot tracking this driver. Again, there was another man who also got out of that vehicle there along Highway PP, which was near the Jefferson County a library branch there in Jefferson County. That's where they had bailed out of the car and started wandering along the road and into the woods.
We are told police right now, probably from multiple different agencies that have been tracking this, are about 100 yards behind this suspect right now. And you can still see right in the middle of your screen the driver of this pickup truck. He is wandering. We saw him bail out of the car about 5 minutes ago, him and another suspect who was in the passenger seat. And now this is what's going on. He's walking. It looks like, I don't know if this is a canine dog. So we can only, or it looks like that might be somebody's property that has dogs there.
We are going to wrap up our morning show this morning. We want to get to CBS This Morning next, but we will continue tracking this. We're going to continue tracking this on the KMOV app. You can follow along there. We'll also be on Facebook and bringing you updates on this situation throughout the morning. as this man who was behind the driver's wheel of a police pursuit and then bailed out of his truck is now wandering around homes as police continue to pursue him. He's throwing his...
We've seen that a couple times where he's throwing his hands up, and it looks like with officers, so this might be coming to an end right now. And we are going to stay right here. He is on the ground.
Deputies have their guns drawn. The man has laid down.
He's put his hands behind his back, so hopefully this goes on without incident.
So again, the man who is being arrested right now was behind the wheel we saw from Sky Zoom 4 of a truck that was being pursued by police from Interstate 44 in Franklin County into St. Louis County and then into Jefferson County. So multiple departments involved in this. I'm not sure if this is Jefferson County deputies or who made this final arrest, but keep in mind there is also a second suspect who was in that vehicle who also bailed out of the vehicle.
So we're making phone calls right now in the newsroom to figure out maybe if this individual has a previous record. We just know that in Franklin County, again, that's where this all started after allegedly this individual drove his pickup truck into a deputy's car. That deputy not injured. And as Paige just said, another suspect is, we don't know if it's still on the run or if is in police custody at this point.
So this man being taken into custody after wandering through the woods and along the road for a while. On the left side of your screen, we're showing you that video of when he stopped driving and two people there bailed out of the truck going in different directions. The truck then rolling into the ditch. Sky Zoom 4 continued following the suspect who is now under arrest on the right side of your screen. That right side showing you a live picture from Sky Zoom 4 right now.
And one thing we can really commend is the officers. They stayed back, they tried to keep the situation safe, and we're glad that this ended, at least this part ended without any incident. It looks like they have this situation under control. So right now here at 7:01, we want to turn things over to...
We're going to turn things over to CBS this morning as the show is in progress. We will continue to bring you updates on this police pursuit and now arrest as we break in throughout the morning.